Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, May 6th, and as you know, this weekend is Mother's Day weekend, and Sunday is Mother's Day to be exact, as you know. And so me and my family are preparing for this weekend. There's two things that we do. So on Saturday, the day before Mother's Day, is when I go see my mother's grave. She lives, oh my God, her grave is 3 hours away. And so I don't like to go on Mother's Day for two reasons. One, that grave is like so big and it is so loved and so well taken care of. And the family members really go all out for their loved ones. That cemetery, especially on holidays and especially Mother's Day and like Christmas, the flowers, the amount of flowers and balloons and decorations are just extreme. And Mother's Day and Christmas, but even especially Mother's Day or Father's Day if it's your father, people actually take bands. Like if it's Mexican, they take a mariachi band or a trio. There's Puerto Rican singers or Puerto Rican bands, or they'll come with the boom boxes, or digital wise, they come with the music and it's very loud played, and people will do a big fold out table, decorate it. They'll sit around the table and have a special lunch or special dinner with their loved ones. They sit there and clean the grave or decorate their graves, or both. In my case, I do both. And it's just so many people. I mean, that's one of the reasons why my mother wanted to be buried there. She could have been buried in the town that I live in, because she lived here. In fact, she was here before I was. But at that time, the cemetery here was so abandoned. It looked so sad and gloomy, even in like spring or summertime. People didn't put flowers or balloons. You didn't see people visiting their loved ones. And my mother's like, please don't bury me here. And a second reason is because we're from the Bay Area and that's where the cemetery is. All of her family and loved ones are buried there. Aunts, uncles, our godparents, longtime dear friends are all buried there. And she wanted to be a part of them, to be with them once again. And so, and then that dedication of those flowers and balloons and people decorating and visiting their loved ones, it just meant so much to her. And so she wanted to be buried there for that reason. The other reason is at that time, most of my siblings lived over there. And so there was no excuse for them not to go see her, because she's like, I know how they are. You know, they're not like you. They will visit me probably every few years, once a year, at the most probably. And even though they're in the vicinity, she said she just knew her children. She knew that they loved her. She was sure of that, and that they would eventually come see her, but they wouldn't have, they would make it as a priority, and they wouldn't really make the time to really be as dedicated as she knew I was. Hold on. Sorry, got a phone call from my husband. So yeah, so she knew her children and she loved them, and all my mother ever wanted was for her children to be at peace and be happy. And so even though they wouldn't do things exactly like she would love them to do, but she knew them, and so she just said it is what it is. And when they see me, they see me, and I'll just take it. But she knew, she goes, Carmen, I know that even though you're the farthest and you would want me close over there with you, I'd rather go here for those reasons that I mentioned above, of how dedicated and how beautiful the cemetery is, and how her loved ones and dear friends were there. And then, of course, the other reason, most of her children were over there. So, and because they weren't, like I said, dedicated or would make that a priority, they really wouldn't have an excuse because they would be in the vicinity. So she thought that might help them to come see her more. It didn't work out that way. She was right. She knew what was going to happen, but she thought that would help. It didn't help. So, and each of them are different. I don't have really a lot of communication with most of my siblings. So, and it's okay. We have made peace with it. We are happy. We don't, miss each other. We don't need each other in our lives. We wish each other well. Of course, we'll always have love for each other because we're siblings, we're brothers and sisters, and we wish each other well. But we're happy the way things are. Everybody to their own family. And there are a couple of them that I do stay in touch, either Facebook or Instagram. I don't have Facebook anymore, but Instagram, social media, texting, video chatting, stuff like that. And then when we get a chance to see each other, great. If not, it's just like we're all about our own families and making sure that we make them a priority, and that's good. And that's what makes us happy. That's what gives us peace. And so we're okay with that. And I'm sure my mother's okay, because even in life, one of her advices to me was, look, Carmen, because I used to cry about it. It used to affect me. When I let something go or someone go, that's it. It's a wrap. There's no going back. There's no forgiving or forgetting or let's try this again. Once I let that permanent go, it's it. So, but when I was younger, when my mother was alive, it used to affect me why our family couldn't be close, because we were raised to be close and we were raised to be loving and giving. And why did our family have to be like that? And one of the advices, and I think I mentioned this in videos before, she's like, look, if they don't do it while I'm alive and I'm the mother, they're not going to do it when I'm gone. So when I'm gone from this earth, I want to make sure that you're at peace and you're happy and that you've moved on. Because Carmen, in reality, your real family is your husband and your children. Because when you're sick, the faces you're going to see is your husband and your children. When you're happy, you're going to see the faces of your husband and your children. When you're sick, when you're mad, whenever you're feeling or going through, the faces that you're going to see and who's going to be there for you unconditionally and all the time is your husband and your children. That is your real family now. That's who you have to love and protect and take care of and bond and do all these special things in life with, is them. If you have a sibling that loves you and earns your respect and earns your trust and comes to see you, great. Give them a hug, wish them well, enjoy the moment for what it is, and keep moving. If they don't earn your trust or your respect or your presence in their life, they don't appreciate it, then continue to wish them well and love them, but let them go. Let them go. Because you're going to die from this affecting you. It's going to hurt you. It's going to affect you. You're not going to have peace. You're not going to be able to be happy. You're going to even die and they will walk right over your grave. And it's not to say her children were bad. It's just to say she just knew that if I'm not a priority in life and they're not doing it for her, that she's still alive and she's the mom, they're not going to do it when she's gone. Because if she wasn't a priority, I'm definitely not going to be a priority. And it took me a few years after she died to make that click, to accept it and be happy with the decision I was made by letting them go. And I had so much peace and so much happiness when I made that decision. Excuse me. And I love my husband and my children, and we have a bond beyond this world. We love, respect, appreciate, want to be with each other, do everything possible with each other. We have each other's back. And the way we celebrate holidays and special occasions and just because days and special moments in our life and just everyday moments in our life, the way we eat together, we listen to music together, watch movies together, play board games together. The way we roll, like they say, is just special beyond special. So I'm so blessed to have the husband and the children that I have, that words cannot even express how I feel and what I have. We just hold on to each other for dear life, and we're just never been happier and more at peace. And everybody's made peace with that. Everybody's about their own family. And if we have communication with you, whatever, great. If not, we have our own family and we're holding on to that, and we just wish each other well from afar. Some siblings, I don't have zero communication. I want zero of nothing. Some, like I said, I have social media communication, texting, or video chatting. And it's all good, and it's been that way for a very long time, and it's okay. But if you have a family, of course, that's really close and supportive and loving and giving, you have that, then appreciate and enjoy that and feel blessed for having that type of family. So it just doesn't work for everybody, but whatever works in the benefit of your sanity, your peace, and your happiness, that's what you got to do. And so that was my mother's advice. I'm so happy that we've had those kind of conversations through my whole life, and how she made me understand things and see things for what they were, and what the solutions that I could do to make it what I always wanted it, and to have that special family. So anyway, just wanted to give you that spilled. I've said this many times. If you watch my channel from the beginning, you know I explained this story before. I don't want to always keep explaining it. I always say I'm not going to ever explain it again. But sometimes, you know, you get new people, and if you're talking about a certain holiday, sometimes that has to come up. So anyway, I just had 7 minutes of that spill. So anyway, we are getting ready for Mother's Day. So again, I don't like to go on Mother's Day on exactly Mother's Day. And a lot of occasions I would do that. Like for Christmas, I would never go on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, but I would go the 23rd. I don't want to go after because I feel it's too late. I missed it. I didn't celebrate it. I didn't do anything. The holiday's over. So it never can be after, but it has to be a day or two, and it can be a whole week before, or at least not more than a week before. It has to be within that week, especially within a day or two of the holiday. So for Christmas, I go the 23rd. Or maybe the 22nd at the most. So stuff like that. And on most occasions, it's like that. Like on Valentine's Day, I might can go right on Valentine's Day, if not the day before. Again, there's some holidays that I can go right on it. Very few, but most of them I love going the day before, or within, like I said, those couple of days or a week at the most. And more than a week is nonchalant, but within the week is very workable, and it can't be, like I said, more than that. So, and for those reasons, because it's so full of people and so much going on, which is beautiful to see, and it fills my heart. But I want to have like my private time with my mom without any distractions or things surrounding me, and especially now with COVID. So yeah, so I like to go the day before for that reason. The second reason is because I want to enjoy my Mother's Day with my children here at the house on Mother's Day. And I know that's what my mother would have wanted, because she's like all about being with your children, moving on for them, going on for them. Don't give up. They need you. I'm gone. They need you. And I know you're going to be there for me, whatever way you can, but they're still alive. Be there for them. She would want me to do it exactly the way I'm doing it. So yeah, so we're going tomorrow, which is Saturday, and we got so much stuff. We always go full force. We clean it. There's a fountain right by my mother's grave, but we take water bottles just in case the fountain isn't working for some strange reason. We go prepared. We have cleaners, products to clean the grave and make it smell good. We have tools like shovels, little mini shovels, and rakes and brushes to really scrub the grave off, you know, from the weather and stuff like that. And the people cutting the grass, it gets really dirty and crazy looking. And because my siblings really don't go every day, so, and I go every occasion, every holiday, but those are, you know, are in between. So even I go every month to 3 months, like I said, but even if I go every month, so much has happened within that month that it has to be done all over again. So we have mini shovels, mini rakes, brushes to really scrub the grave, and we have the water. We'll scrub it, give it a good scrub with water, and then we'll put whatever product or soap or Windex or whatever product we have that can really get the grave really super duper clean, smelling good, all that good stuff. We'll do that, and then we'll pour water again. We'll shine her up, and then I even spray perfume just to make her smell good, because my mother always loved looking good, smelling good. She loved to match like me from head to toe. So yeah, I have a lot like my mother. So I take a perfume, you know, every time it's different. Which perfume I want to take? What would my mom like to have on now? You know, of course the perfumes are so different now. So I take that, and then we take, of course, all the decorations. We always have balloons for sure, flowers. I always like to put fake flowers. Every now and then I'll put a few real flowers in between, just so she can have something fresh. But mostly I love fake flowers because not only are they beautiful, but they last until I can get back there, at least, if not then some. But every time I go back, she's done all over, cleaned all over again, and redecorated. So yeah, so I love the fake flowers for those reasons, because they're beautiful and they last forever, as long as you want them to be there. And I can get them in so many different colors and stuff like that. So just depending on the holiday or the occasion. So balloons, flowers are a big part of that. We take candles. Depending on the holidays, we'll take candy because my mother loved candy, especially like Halloween, Valentine's Day, Easter. We take her candy for all those holidays that have to do with candy. But even though it has nothing to do with candy, I make sure she has some candy. Lights, we like to put lights, whether they're solar lights or battery operated lights. We wrap them around the flowers or the decorations, or solar lights. They're like stakes that we stick in the ground. We put crosses, angels, rosaries, just everything we can think of. We really go full force. If you want to go back through my channel and see when we've gone to the grave, what I'm talking about, go and check those moments out. But we'll also be taking you on this journey. Every time we go, I take you guys with me, so you'll be able to see the most current thing. So this time we have 2 angels. It's really big. You stick it in the ground. Sometimes when we get there, the ground is really dry. It's been raining, so hopefully it's a little the soil is a little softer, but if not, we always wet it and make it really soft so we can put the stakes in. They can stand stably. So we have 2 angel ones that are ran by solar, and the angels light up. So at night, my mom will be lit it up, so beautiful. So we got 2 of those. We got 2 flags. One flag says I forget what it says, something in heaven, Happy Mother's Day in heaven, and the other one is the Puerto Rican flag. We also have a lot of Puerto Rican stuff because my parents are Puerto Rican. We're Puerto Rican. So we have one stake that will go on the ground that's the Puerto Rican flag hanging. Another one, it'll be Happy Mother's Day in heaven. I'm looking at it from here. So we have 2 of those, 2 angels. We have a beautiful cross, and since I'm ill and I haven't been able to go to the store, normally I go and shop for this stuff or order online. My daughter has done it for me, and she got me this beautiful thick cross, and it has an angel on it, and then it has a square picture to put a picture of your loved one in, and it's good for the grave. I don't know. I'm going to put it on there for a while, take pictures with it, but I'm thinking I'm going to bring that one back because the guy who mows the lawn there, it's in like a tractor like thing, and he tells you, they warn you ahead of time that your stuff might be broken or might not be there when they come back. They do not are not responsible if you leave stuff like that. That will mean a lot. But I do. If they break it, they break it. I'm always going to come back and redecorate her, buy her all new stuff. So I would like it to last because I put my heart and my money into it. But I already know, we were told from the beginning that's how it would be. So if it's there when I get back, great. But I'm still going to put new stuff and maybe might keep a few old mementos there. But if it's not, I'm not surprised. And she's always going to get new gifts, new stuff. So, but I'm thinking this was really big and thick, and it's really precious and special, that I might bring that back because I'm planning to do in our yard a memorial thing for her in the backyard. So when I can't get to the grave, I have that. I have the altar, but I want something in the yard that I'm going to create and design, like stone kind of like. And so I think I'm going to put that there. We've got flowers. For this occasion, we decided to put the Puerto Rican color flowers. So red, white, and blue are the Puerto Rican flag colors. And it kind of will be good because Memorial Day is coming up. So she'll have the right colors for Memorial Day because I won't get back for Memorial Day. So she'll be prepared for Memorial Day. And I should get back in the summer. But if I don't, she'll be even good for July. Say I go my 3 months, June, July, August. The next time I'll get back after Mother's Day will most likely be her birthday, which is August 5th. So see, that day I can go on the exact day because not everybody's birthday is August 5th. So I still can have that private time with her, or that one-on-one time with her. Not that I want it to be private or hide it from anybody, but just have my time with her and my family there, which is my husband and my children, and it'll be my granddaughters coming. So, yeah, so that'll be the next time. So I always go 1 to 3 months. So I always make sure I'm there around every holiday. So even though I won't be back for Memorial Day, I'm going to take care of Memorial's Day as well as Mother's Day in this one visit. And because I won't get back into into August, which is her birthday, which is my 3-month mark as well, because I don't want to ever go past 3 months. She'll be taken care of for July 4th because it'll be those same, colors, which our flag colors are the same colors as the United States flag colors, red, white, and blue. So it works to, our advantage, because those colors mean something to us here as we celebrate holidays here. And of course, it's our Puerto Rican flag colors. So it could kind of be like kill two birds with one stone. And so she should be good for those following holidays. So when I go, I always try to make sure, what are the next holidays? Am I going to get back by that holiday, or should I make sure she's good, because I'm not going to get back for that specific holiday like that, but I want her to be taken care of for every single holiday, every single occasion. So I'll have to put it now to make sure she's good for that, because I won't be exactly back, but I'll be back right after that for another holiday or occasion, and she hasn't skipped a beat. So yeah, so Memorial Day, which is this month, and July 4th will be taken care of also in this Mother's Day visit. So we decided to have the flowers, red, white, and blue. So my other daughter got those for me. And then we have all kinds of other mementos, just all kinds of stuff. My daughter bought me a special chair. I'll show you a picture of that for me to sit, because I'm going through a really severe sciatica nerve health issue where I just had an epidural injection. It did not work. So we're heading towards surgery. So I'm just waiting for the special surgeon to call me to talk about, the pros and cons and when the surgery will be done. So I won't be able to bend over. I like to get on my knees and give her a kiss. Her picture's there, and I always give her picture a kiss, and I always cry and pray with her there. I'm not going to be able to get down like that. So that sounds funny. I'm not going to be able to get down like that. So, yeah. So she got me this beautiful quality. Of course, we try to get the best of the best whenever we can, and depending on what it is, especially when it comes to our health. So she got me the special, it's like a lounge chair. You can sit or you can lounge on it, and it has the cover to cover you from the sun or rain. And then it has a big cup holder, so you could put your cups or your phone or anything you want to the side. She also bought me, it's padded really nicely, but she got me an extra like comforter thick fill pad to put on there just for extra comfort. But my husband and my children will be there to do all the cleaning, all the decorating. I'll put my spin on it if I have to have my children help me bend a little bit. I want to put my hands in there as well. I just don't want to sit there and watch them do it. I want to put my hands, my love and heart into it. So, they were just gonna help me get me close as I can to her to be able to do that. I'm gonna have my walker with me, which has a holder, so I can hold a lot of stuff in there as well. And then we're thinking, usually we go to eat after the visit, but I'm thinking we might eat and take the food to the grave and probably put out a table, or they can sit on the grass around the grave and I can sit in my chair and we can eat. So we're kind of debating what we want to do with that. But there's so much more that we're taking, and I'll show you all of that. I'm going to do a separate clip on all the stuff that I'm taking. I'm just by myself here with my son, so I can't get up and get it. It's sitting right there, right in front of me. So I'll have my daughter help me do a video clip or either add pictures. So you can see every single thing that I'm taking. I'm getting a bag ready. I want to really buy me a nice canvas bag, so it could be my cemetery bag, so I'm not putting it in like Walmart bags or plastic bags, and I can have all my tools. Like my daughter just got me new shovel, new rake, new tools to really, if the dirt is dry, to really get in there, and so that the stakes and the decorations that we're going to put in there. They also got me these square things that are, it's a beautiful design. It's like metal iron, and you could put a candle in there, you could put flowers, and it's a stake. So in my mother's grave, there's 2 cup holders for flowers. The metal is used. I need to find out where I can buy new cups for that, because it is used. No matter how much we scrub it and clean it, it's used. But we put new foam in it so that we can stick flowers and other things in there, and it stays in there and it doesn't like lean over, fall over. So we're taking new foam, and then we're going to put those 2 metal iron per se things, new foam. So we're going to stick in the new foam, and then I'm going to put the flowers in that thing so it's raised above. So the cups are in the grave, just 2 circles, so they're not lifted above the grave. So these will be in those cups in new foam, but lifted above the grave so you can really see the flowers. But we're going to take you to the grave with us. We're going to show you how it looks before when we get there, in what condition it was in when we got there, and then in what condition that we leave it in. And we're going to take pictures with my mother. We always do. We take pictures each individual person with my mom. Then we take our family group photo, all that good stuff. So, yes, I'm looking forward to doing that. I didn't think I was going to make it because of my health. I can't walk, I can't stand, I can't sit, I can't do a lot of things. So this is going to be a huge sacrifice on part of my body, but it means so much to me that I have to do it. I cannot not go to my mother's grave unless I was just stranded in the hospital and just unconscious or something. So I'm glad that my family was like, do you want to go see your mom? You think you could do it? We're going to make sure you get there. We support you. You know, we want to be there too, but we want to make sure that you're okay and able to make it. So they're going to make the car comfortable as possible. So the ride there, it's 3 hours away. It's gonna be some torture because I'm usually have to be on a recliner with my leg propped up, or I'm in a lot of pain. So I don't know if I'm gonna. My husband had a little bench for my granddaughter. If I'm gonna use that to be able to prop my leg up, we're gonna see how to fix the car to make it comfortable for me as possible. I'm sure I'm gonna get there with some pain. So I'm just praying to God for strength to get me through it, just like he did when we did our church wedding. I was bedridden, and the day of the wedding, I was able to stand and walk, and I had no pain that day. Maybe because I was so happy and I had already gotten started on what was able to treat my condition and make me feel better. But yeah, so, and I prayed real hard, and I know God answered my prayer, and I know he's going to do that again. He's going to get me there, and he's going to give me strength to do it with less pain as possible. So yeah, you'll be able to see that. So I'm going to leave the rest of the space of this video to show you what we're taking to my mom's grave and any ideas or what have you. So continue watching to see, again, everything that we're taking to the grave and what we plan to do, plan to take, what we have, what's coming in, all that good stuff. So please continue to watch. And I'll do other Mother's Day video. The next video will be what I'm getting my daughter for Mother's. She's the only one. My other daughter just got married. She's not a mom, so it's just me and her as moms. My mom will be taken care of at the grave, like I said the day before. So I'm going to do another video showing you what I got for my daughter for Mother's Day. My daughter just lost her baby. She just had a miscarriage. So we're all, but especially her, is going through a real difficult and sad time right now. It was a huge loss to all of us. We just, on Easter, she surprised us with the news, and I have that up on video. And unfortunately, my daughter miscarried. It was very sad. And so she's going through a really sad, difficult time. And us as her family, and that being our son or granddaughter, and my daughter being the aunt and stuff, we're all hurting. We're suffering that loss on top of everything else we're going through. And so we're trying to grieve and mourn that loss, but at the same time trying to make sure my mother's good at the grave and trying to make sure we have a Mother's Day together. So we're getting each other through this sad and difficult time and trying to have a happy bonded moment as well, because that's what the baby would want us to do, and that's what my mom would want us to do. So we're going to grieve, and we're going to get our crying out, and we're going to do a lot of praying and a lot of bonding together, spiritually and emotionally. But we're also going to try to have that moment of happiness of us celebrating each other's mothers and my family celebrating us. So I'm going to do a video on what I got my daughter for Mother's Day, and it includes a special thing for her and a baby. So check that video out next. But I'm going to leave the rest of the space because you know I don't like to go over 30 minutes. I'm already at 25. So I'm going to leave the rest of the 5 minutes or so to show you what we plan to do at the grave, what we plan to take, and show you all of that good stuff. So please continue watching. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because that's the only way you get heads up on every time I upload a video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So please continue watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.